What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed for the very first of the modern tournaments. We are finally onto the final chunk of the game. Don't know exactly how this is going to shape out, so bear with me. I know we have the tournaments to go, and then we have the modern club races, which we don't unlock quite yet, so we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But we're finally onto the Class 3 trophy. Just 2 races, 25,000 entry fee, but 150,000 prize money, so we definitely want to win this. Brand new Carrera 4 Coupe. We already bought this several episodes ago, so I'm excited for that. Looking at new cars, we don't have anything new. We haven't in quite a while since we've been stuck in 89. We've been going through the club races. But after this, we'll finally have some new stuff to look at. So, yeah, we'll deal with that when we get there. First, we got to go to Auvergne and then Alps. So, a couple of very tricky tracks, honestly. But we'll jump right into it. Only 2 races today, so nice and quick. If we survive, that's the key. These are 2 quite difficult circuits, and obviously we have to win probably both of them just because of our competition. Class 3 cars are going to be essentially the 944 S2 cab and this car, so we'll see who everybody, what car everybody chooses, I should say, and how this works out. Don't know if we'll be fast or not. I would assume probably not that fast. We're just going to have to make it up with driving skill, as this car apparently has 0 front-end turn grip. Holy crap. 0 turn. Maybe I should have bought some slicks. This is pretty bonkers that this thing has no grip at all. Like, nothing happens when you turn the front, nothing happens. So we'll slam into the wall there for good measure. Why not? This might be tricky. We might be doing this one over again. We'll see. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We're still in 6th. We got 4th right ahead of us, but front couple have run away quite a ways. Big slide off into there. All right, this car has no grip. We're going to go get some slick tires. Why not? I did get a couple of upgrades beforehand. I think we might need more upgrades, honestly. We might have to just get everything. I just got a supercharger and a racing brake package and high-speed gearbox, and that was it. But I think we're going to need more than that, so let's just get everything. Why the hell not? High flow fuel injectors, super light flywheel, big bore throttle body, new ECU. That should be fine for engine stuff. I already got the brakes, I already got the transmission, sports spring, or professional springs, excuse me, so we can actually be fast. Professional racing shocks. We're not going to do any lightning. I don't think that that's necessary. And then slick. So 23 grand we're going to spend there for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Again, we did waste our entry fee, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. We have plenty of money to do stuff like this. Rather not waste your time and my time by having to do everything over again, so we'll just do it this way. That's okay. Professional springs go on. Professional shocks go on. Extra stiff sway bar and slick tires. So this should be what we need, or at least most of what we need, hopefully, and we can make up the rest, because other than this, I don't know what we can do. We only got 2 races, similar to the 914 tournament. This might just be one of those really hard ones that because you only have 2 races, you got to get it right. Well, I say we spent 23 grand, we get 10 and a half of that back, so 13 grand we just spent on upgrading the car. Plus, we got to do the entry fee again, no matter. All right, we'll jump right back into it. Car we do have to repair, though, because we got a little bit of damage, mostly body work. Let's try this again from last place, 25,000 entry fee. So we're just trying to burn money here is what we're doing. Can't afford to do this too many times. All right, let's try this again. Our dude looking as great as ever. It's just not a good sign when you struggle to pass like the last 2 or 3 cars. Definitely a much better start this time off the line, and the car actually turns. Look at that. When I turn the steering wheel or turn the knob, I guess the key, the car actually does something. It's still not the best handling car I've ever driven in my life, but at least it does something now. So the upgrades really do make a difference on this game, which is awesome to see. Here's Paris. We are going to have to do some work to catch up to Dylan and his 944 S2. We did buy one of those. For those of you concerned about my buy every car quest, we did buy one of those when we bought this car way back when. So it's so funny, like we were nowhere before those upgrades. We already had a big supercharger upgrade. We didn't have all the suspension upgrades, but we had brakes, didn't have slicks. Maybe it's slick tires that make that much of a difference, because it seems like now we're like, I don't know what that screech was. Dylan just destroyed his car on that on the fire extinguisher thing. I don't know what it is, but we are just like incredibly fast now. I'm content to just be chill and ride through this section. This is a very tight section, easy to damage the car. We don't want to do that. We don't want to pick up any additional damage. The only issue is if he does hit one of these poles that stick out of the edge, he's going to throw it right in our face, but not a whole lot we can do about that. So, just got to keep being patient and careful. We do have plenty of time to make a pass here. We're not so fast or so OP that we're just running around these guys. I mean, Steel's still right up behind us also, so not stupidly fast, just mostly fast. Obviously, this car should be superior with upgrades to the 944 S2. See if we can jump to his right here, go around the outside. Do make it just barely, run a little bit wide there, but we're all good. In a good spot through the meat of the track now. So our first modern era car doing us pretty well. Much better handling. Again, maybe it's springs and suspension and shocks that make the difference. Maybe it's the sway bar, maybe it's the slicks, maybe it's all of the above. But we went from not turning at all to car feels pretty good. Still not the best handling thing I've driven, which is funny because in theory it should be. Maybe it's four-wheel drive that's doing that. I don't know, but we're definitely in a decent spot now. Car feels pretty good. Should be able to be pretty good around the Alps as well. I like the Alps a lot more than I like Auvergne, as I've talked about. Not a fan of this track, but we'll get through it. Yeah, just understeer. Look at that. Just does not want to turn. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it does not turn very well. Pretty fast car. One of the first Porsches that approached 200 miles an hour. This car didn't go 200, but the 959 before it went up to around 200 miles an hour. And then after this, you know, just kind of waiting on the turbo versions of these cars to approach 200, but still very, very fast cars. Late 80s, early 90s for the 964. Pretty short run for this model designation. 993 was pretty short as well. I guess 993 was what, 95 to 97 or something, 94 to 97 maybe. So pretty short for that, but also quite short, only about 5, 6, 7 years, something in there for this model designation. After the what, 88, 87, 88 was the 930 end, but we'll take that on to. We did miss the lap record there just because we were having to ride a little bit, but that's okay. We'll take it, and we'll go on to the Alps with a victory. Clean car. We did win the race. 8 points. We are a tournament leader. Did get a safe bonus, so $5,000 safe bonus is actually pretty handy, so we'll try to keep it clean through the Alps to make sure we get another one of those. That is important to get safe bonuses. That is definitely true. So we burned $25,000, but thankfully we're going to have the hairpins to start here, which is good. Should be able to get off the line pretty well compared to the S2s. Looks like Paris finished back in 4th.
2, 1, go!
And here we go. I don't know when the spoiler extends. It appears to be like 50 miles an hour, maybe 55, but the little air cooling spoiler thing on the tail, kind of nice. Not really a true duckbill spoiler like you see on some of the later cars, the turbo cars, but still pretty cool looking. It's got to have some aero advantage or Porsche wouldn't do it right. That's the thing I heard. When I saw the 992, the first 992 GT3 RS review, whenever that was, 2020, 2021, whatever that was, somewhere in that range. When I saw the very first 3RS review of the 992, someone said, not sure if all this aero, it might have been like Doug DeMuro or someone that is an idiot like that. He goes like, I'm not sure all this aero stuff that they put on, you know, the sides of the car and the inlets and the cutouts and the stuff on the roof. I'm not sure any of that actually makes a difference. And the guy in the comments was like, it's Porsche. They have 100 years or whatever, not 100. They have 70 years of racing at top levels and winning just about everything. Like, if they're doing aero things to a car, you better believe it means something, even if it's small. Like, it just directs air to a spoiler or something, but they're not putting bits on their car just to make it look cool. They're all about performance, especially on the 3RS, so thought that's always stuck with me, so I'm not going to question the 964 having this little spoiler thing. It must do something, otherwise it wouldn't be there. Not like a lot of other car manufacturers where it's just for style or show. This car is, and this brand especially, is all about performance. Alright, on to the slippery bit now. We've done enough ranting. Gotta be nice and controlled and patient through here. Pretty big safe bonus in this tournament, so want to make sure we don't touch anything at all. Nice and smooth. 4-wheel drive should help us a treat. Not sure how the S2s will cope with this with their rear wheel drive, but gonna be nice and patient. We have a nice gap. Turned in nice and early. Car hooks up completely as soon as you get off the icy bit. It's kind of funny actually. Again, it's almost comical. As usual, we'll jump underneath the helicopter. It does seem to cut out a little bit of time if you survive, which we will be nice and patient, make sure we do. Seems to be a little bit faster, even though it's slippery, but that's alright. Get through there pretty well. No rush at all. Not in any hurry. Still slightly slippery. We'll get a little bit more grip here as we come back onto the more paved, gravelly bit here. There we go. And then we'll get our final bit of maximum grip back on these slicks as soon as we leave this section, go on to the kind of just snowy mountains up ahead here. And there we go. We're basically back to normal paved roads now, thankfully. So just a couple corners to go here to finish this one up. Good performance. Always love driving the Alps. Completely the opposite of Auvergne. I mean, I love the Alps. I love the Autobahn. I love Zone Industrial. All the best tracks in my mind. But Auvergne's pretty much the worst track as far as I'm concerned in this game. It's just a terrible track. A lot of ways to die through no fault of your own. We're going to go airborne there. Almost end up flipping the car over that little ridge. So we got to be nice and careful. Back it down. We were almost dead, but not quite. And it's going to be close to a lap record. Is it going to be? Yes, it is. So new car delivers the lap record, 1989. Carrera 4. Happy with that. All right. We did indeed place first. Thank you very much. Thank you. 240 grand with our 150,000 tournament bonus. So best time. It's all good. Major success. And now we're on the 1993 already. So we skipped ahead 4 years and we'll have the Class 2 trophy, and we'll have to go buy some new cars. So we'll just go look very quickly at what those could be. New cars. Moby Dick still for sale, apparently. All the various 964 Carreras are available, so we'll have to go buy some more of those. We also have a 928, which will be interesting, and our first appearance of a 911 turbo and four-wheel drive spec, the 964 turbo, which is $204,000, which is pretty absurd. So we'll make some car purchases next time out. Maybe I'll just purchase whatever one of these I decide I need before next time out, and then we'll just let you see the good ones when we get back that we're actually going to be using. Well, I'm thinking of it. How much are our 356s worth? Only about 100 grand. Honestly, I thought they'd be a little more than that, but maybe we'll consider after this, since we're going to have some money to burn, maybe we'll consider selling off some of these. It looks like the coupes are worth significantly less than the cabs, which is interesting. Not sure exactly why it is. I thought that might be the case, but oh well. Yeah, the coupes are like half what the cabs are. No matter. Anyways, we'll look into this and we'll maybe make some sales next time out, maybe not. We'll see what some of these other high price cars are worth. 350 grand there for the 550. None of these are really interesting. Carrera 2.7, almost 300 grand. 930, only 85 and 130 for that one. 959's got to be almost a million. I guess this one hasn't raced, so that probably hurts it. But yeah, we'll look at that later. We'll go purchase new cars in the next one out. Nothing terribly interesting. There is some used stuff in here. 3.3 coupe turbo from 91. Wasn't the other one a 3.6? Am I making that up? It was a 3.6 from 93. So, maybe we'll have some used cars, but we'll deal with that. Not right now. We'll check that out later. So that's going to be it. Appreciate you all so much. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below if you are new. Greatly appreciate all the love and support. You all mean the world to me, and I hope you're still enjoying this. And I can't wait to get through this modern era and drive some really, really fast, really, really cool stuff from my childhood and probably yours as well. So that's going to be it. Appreciate you all so much. Until next time, as always, bye.